pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
One nation, under God, indivisible,
With liberty and justice for all. Beautiful.
Well, those of you who made it tonight, welcome. Those of you who are virtually here,
I'd remind you to turn your mics on, please.
I'm Heidi. And those that you aren't here, glad to have you here virtually.
Push down on the white button.
Can we get a roll call?
Lois Tiley, absent. Michael Nesbitt,
Present.
Christine Newman,
here,
Richard Horner,
Here.
Diane Dennis,
here,
Kathy Harris, and Sarah Tiley, absent.
Any changes or any changes?
Not currently, no.
okay.
Is the agenda good as it stands, or?
Yes, sir.
Spicer report, do we have John here tonight?
John is here.
If you find him. Hi, John.
Hello, good evening.
We caught him with a sandwich.
Is John waiting for questions?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah. Hi, this is John. I'm here. I didn't hear him ask, so the audio is a little hard to hear. So yes, I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have.
John, on the part about bond counsel, should we be doing that right now? The financial advisor to include with the application under, where am I? Water system?
Yes, we should be getting the financial advisor on board as a part of the application process. Yeah.
Okay, Hart, where are you with that?
I reached out to Eric at Dickinson, and he said he would use his guy. I don't know who that is, but I can get you a name by Friday.
I was just curious.
Mm-hmm.
Eric McLaughlin Dickerson, right?
That
Is
is-
the bond counsel?
He's the bond counsel, yes.
Okay, we're not staying with him?
No, we're staying with him, but you also have a financial team that helps them, I believe, if I understand correctly. They kind of,
That's correct.
so Dickinson provides the bond counsel, but this financial team will kind of be like a John Kaiser, as far as going through, all the assets and the phase one plans, to get the detailed report with Spicer, for the engineering side that would go into the application. Correct me if I'm wrong, John.
Nope, that is correct. In the financial advisor's role, we use Bendinsky a lot. That's just one company that we've used in the past. And I have shared that information out. But yeah, the financial advisor just assists the bond counsel and helps with a lot of the financials that we need to go through before any grant or any loans are awarded by USDA.
Okay, and are all of those financial people relatively the same?
Yes.
Are they all cruel?
Yeah. Well, Dickinson Wright is who we recommend. You know, the team that we
Okay.
use most is Dickinson Wright and Bendinsky.
Okay.
So, yeah, Terry Donnelly at Dickinson Wright is the one that we use the most, but Eric works with Terry, and I mean, so it's 6 of one, half dozen of another.
Okay, and the other guy that helped us before, John Kaiser, that was his name, right?
Yes,
Correct.
Okay. He would be another possibility.
he'd be a possibility, but I don't know if he really gets into rural development. I can ask him if you like, but
Well, I
he's
think
typically
sometimes,
more of a
yeah.
rate guy.
I just assume not.
Okay,
My personal opinion.
okay.
I'd go with the other guy. But there's 6 other people on the board. Okay, and then the Fulton Street, Hosmer Street paving, are we doing that this year?
That will be in the spring.
I know,
Yeah.
was it in the budget, did you hide it somewhere?
It is. It would be a interfund loan, from general, or we went general to major. From,
Okay, those are major streets?
correct.
Okay, I'll look for it. That's all the questions I have.
Anyone else have any questions to John? Can't let him off this easy. Apparently there's no other questions, John. You got anything else to enlighten us with?
The only other thing is, you know, in my report, I have, some information on the, asset management grant that we went after. There was $37 million available and 137 million worth of applications were submitted. So they're still looking at those and evaluating them.
And they're like marking them, right? Grading them?
Well, supposedly there was a grading system and a scoring system that should be analytical, but we'll see how that shakes out.
You're thinking it's probably not, huh?
Well, it's hard telling. They haven't released any more information.
Okay.
Other questions? Well, John, I think you have fulfilled your time.
Wonderful. Everybody have a good evening, and I'm gonna sign off if that's okay.
Thanks, John.
Yeah, thanks, John.
Thank you, John.
Yep. See you, Art.
Next thing is the council minutes from January 13th. Are there any questions or changes or? If not, do we hear a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the village council minutes of January 13th, 2021.
Is there support for that motion?
I'll support it.
Who was that? You? Okay. Thank you, Kathy. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Commission and committee reports, Downtown Development Authority. Any questions on those minutes? Planning Commission for January 21st, any questions on those minutes? If not, do I hear a motion to accept and file?
I'll make a motion.
Who did?
I did.
Support.
Support?
I support.
Thanks, Brian.
Diane will support that.
Okay, thank you.
So is Kimberly Elks just gonna let that, camping field look then, is that all it is?
Pardon?
Is Kimberly Oaks gonna do anything particular with that land, other than, of course, it's not gonna be a golf course anymore?
I haven't heard anything other than,
Have you heard anything, Don?
have they determined any other thing they can do with it yet? I understand it was under,
I know
thought.
that's a township, but
Scott can speak to that a little bit. They're still looking at becoming a farm, reverting back to the agriculture, which would go then through MDARD at the state level. And I believe there was discussion of turning the clubhouse into a residence, which would require permits and fees to be paid that have not been completed yet. So that's the last I knew of it. Scott, if you wanna touch on that, I know you're there.
You covered it. They need to submit, a set of sealed plans for, the building to convert it over to a home. And he hasn't done that. I have not heard back from the agricultural department yet. They will send us a letter, a copy of what he's gonna get, once they make their decision.
That's you as the township, right?
Pardon me?
That's you as the township. They're not in the village.
Yes.
right,
He's in the village and the township.
yeah.
The front part is in the village. Not
Right,
the clubhouse is not.
correct.
Yeah.
Is there any zoning conflicts because there is a parking lot in the village and the rest of the properties in township? Is there any conflicts that are gonna go along with that?
I just think it's gonna be a real shocker to the people that built a house on a golf course and now they're gonna be on a farm.
They've been on a farm. Hasn't been a golf course for a while.
Yeah.
It's grown up.
Has it grown
It's
up?
already pasture. I mean,
brushing.
yeah.
Scott, do you foresee any problems on the village end because the parking lot is ours?
I do not. It's all up to what the agricultural department says. With the farm issue, I do not know how they're gonna go. I think they're gonna rule in our favor, but I can't be positive.
Now, is the township going to want to use the water from to Swan Creek? Or would it come off of the village side? Or they haven't gotten that far yet?
Haven't gotten that far.
Okay. Because there's water on both sides, but one belongs to Swan Creek inside St. Charles Township, and one belongs to us inside ourselves, but we're then charging double rates for anything on the farm.
Okay. I won't know until he, sees
Yes,
the plans.
Diane.
Right. I'd like to see it stay in the village, but I got to see what their plans are.
Yeah. I think the clubhouse is already hooked to the village.
I believe you're right.
Yeah, it is, Chris.
Yeah.
There are, all the buildings are already being served by the village.
Does the same person own it?
Sorry, what was that?
That owned it before? Does the same person own it? Okay. Is he the one who's gonna do the house and everything? Okay.
I can't hear Kathy. Kathy, are you
I'm sorry.
there or are you on the phone?
No, I'm here.
She was asking if it's the same owner as previous from last year, and it is.
Yes, it's the same owner.
Any other questions? If not again, can we get a motion to accept and file?
I'll make a motion.
I support.
Didn't we already do that?
I was saying.
No, we didn't vote on it.
Planning one.
Oh, we did, okay.
Yes.
Chris. Okay. Communications. I'm sure you all read through your review magazine. Art's gonna have a quiz and make say how good you read it. Anybody have any questions about anything in there? That maybe Art can answer.
What are we
not.
taking questions on?
He was joking about the review magazine.
Oh, okay.
Let's move on to the payment of claims. Anybody have any questions? No questions?
No.
Do I hear a motion to pay the expenses?
I move to pay the expenses.
Diane will make a motion to approve the payment of claims in the amount of $177,396.45.
We have a support by Mike. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Opposed?
Aye.
Motion's carried. New business. Scott Crowfoot, the GIS alternate.
Yes, so GIS, ArcGIS Saginaw County, Dan Hoffman. We still have Rob Kehoe listed as our alternative, and the township is going with, I believe, Rob Rose
Rob is the primary and
is
Scott
the
is the
primary.
alternate.
Scott,
Is the alternate.
so okay,
He's gonna be the alternate for multiple, or he's gonna be for multiple townships. I
okay, well,
believe.
for our side of it, we need to remove Rob and get Scott on board. So, just a simple motion of the board to make Scott Crowfoot the GIS alternate.
I hear a motion to remove.
I'll make a motion that we make Scott Crowfoot the GIS alternate.
Support for that motion?
Second.
Diane will support that motion.
Thanks, Diane. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. All opposed? No opposition? Next item is a road proposal. Wait, what's that about?
So the planning commission spent about 5 months debating and discussing marijuana ordinance, medical versus recreational, where in the village they would like it located, what and how. And after 5 months and a few board members that were passionate about it, they've kind of changed their tune and thought it should be a part of a larger grand scale rewrite of our zoning and ordinance book. They want something, before Dennis Collison left, he made a comment regarding our weed ordinance, our dog ordinance, things of that nature. And mentioned that they don't have the teeth. Scott has mentioned that sometimes he feels, his hands are tied on issues because of the, lack of clarity. And so, the planning commission said, or kind of advised me to go out and find a professional planning person to head up this rewrite. So I sent out request for proposal to MSU Extension, MSU Planning, Smith Bovell, Preston Community Services, and as well as Doug Pickett at Rowe. And this is the proposal that they selected last month to bring before this board. At the back of it, you will see, part of the reason they chose it, they won't give you an exact dollar amount. It's more of a contractual, pay-as-you-go, or pay rate. And, so that is something I worked into this year's budget through the planning commission or the planning, line item, as well as the DDA, because this will be a part of everybody. Parks, planning, DDA, this council, the general public will be involved. Compared to the other proposals we received, they were the lowest, but at the same time, they like that Doug is a professional planner with over 30 years' experience at one firm, so that is why they chose this, and they brought it to you to make a decision whether we would go forward with this in this budget year, which I think we should do. And in part of doing this rewrite, we should address the marijuana issue as well. Whether we're gonna have it or not, we should have something in place for the future so that people know if the board decides to allow it here, where people can open and what kind of marijuana they can have. But as we've seen, just a little south of here, that it is a never-ending issue. You know, there is money involved in it, but there are a lot of headaches as well. So this is the proposal that they selected and would like to move forward with. And wanted your blessing, and we'll work it into the budget as I have, and obviously those discussions are coming up very soon.
Anyone have any questions regarding this?
I do. Chris does.
Go ahead, Chris.
So you budgeted, oh shoot, where'd it go? 19.5 in the planning commission, right? Is that for this?
That is correct.
And you said other places too? Where else have you put it?
The DDA.
Okay, the DDA. Under what?
Capital outlay.
Capital outlay, so that's 14, you're thinking 14?
I don't think,
Some
think,
of that 14,940 must be other things, right?
correct, it wouldn't be all of it. I think,
Okay.
I honestly think we can, if we are wise in what we're doing and
So you're
very,
thinking 20, maybe $30,000?
that is correct.
Okay. Because you certainly can't find it in the proposal.
And,
No.
and that is a problem, and that,
Yes.
when they arrived, that was my first complaint. And all the proposals were that way, all hourly, no set.
That's really cute. Do you have any idea how many hours it might take? Well, he doesn't, because he hasn't really looked at it, right?
Correct.
Okay. Well, I've heard of Roll before. It's not like there's strangers around. I think Chesaning uses them, or somebody does. I don't have a problem with this. Anybody else have any questions?
I think that would be fine. This is Diane, and it is a thing we've been wanting to do, and I do think it would be good that we get going on this.
A lot of loose ends out there we need to get tied down.
That-
Anybody else have any opinion?
That's an issue. I'm okay.
Do I hear a motion that we might go to this row?
And truth be told, I haven't worked with Doug. I have been introduced to Doug Piggott, from Rowe. I developed an app for our, Shiawassee County Parks and Rec back in my days, my time on that board. And he knew the planning person to develop the web app, which you can still find on like iTunes, and it's pretty neat. Something that we might look into here in the future, but Doug was very good, very knowledgeable, again, 40 years experience, 30 at Rowe, and he knows his stuff, and if we tell him the issues we're having, he'll know how to correct it, and so that Scott can do his job effectively. I won't say he's seen it all, but it's,
Okay, so when you look at these three people that they've got listed here, does that mean he's doing the majority of the work or Corey is?
Well, I think Doug will do the majority of the work and Corey will do the majority of the attendance, would be my guess.
Okay, and that Leanne person is just because she's an owner.
Correct,
Okay.
correct. And,
I make a motion.
I was just
Anybody else?
I was gonna say Doug's resume is on page 14 and Corey's is on 15, and they have everything that we were looking for. Especially Diana Coots wanted a professional planner with a zoning administrator certificate and affiliations within the American Planning Association and not lawyers. So, we're getting all of that, and
That's fine with me.
and as you can see on Doug's, he has dealt with medical marijuana and would know, can lead us in directions as far as recreational as well. And if you look at all the,
After serving with Diana as many years as I did, I'm sure this was just what she was looking for.
I'll just say the meeting went very smoothly and unexpected.
Good. Good. See, she was happy. Do you want me to make a motion now?
Go ahead.
Yes, please.
Go ahead.
Well, I make a motion we accept Row Engineering that was, to do the new, would it be revisions of the zoning and planning ordinances?
Is there support for the motion?
I'll support it. Kathy?
Kathy? Have a roll call. Something different.
Lois Tiley, absent. Michael Nesbitt,
Aye.
Christine Newman,
Aye.
Richard Horner,
Aye.
Diane Dennis,
Aye.
Kathy Harris,
Aye.
and Sarah Tiley.
Oh, she's on mute. Oh.
Sarah Tiley?
No, I'm here. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yep.
Sounds like motion passed. We now have a engineering group.
Excellent. I'll let Planning know and let Doug know, and we'll have them at the next meeting.
Okay. Now we need to set a public hearing for the truth and taxation for the year 21-22 fiscal year budget for March 10th meeting. We need a motion for that. Somebody wanna make a motion? Mike making a motion?
I move,
Motion to do what?
We
To,
got it.
to set the public hearing for truth and taxation for March 10th
Oh, okay.
at the meeting.
Mike made a motion. You need support.
I'll support it. Kathy? No,
Chris,
Are we
let Chris
voting?
do it. Sorry.
doesn't matter.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried. Moving on to departmental reports.
DPW.
Ed Hanjo on the top of the list.
questions, comments, concerns?
Question, comments, and concerns? Going by your house too early, too loud, doing donuts in the park, anything?
They should restart our road, don't they?
DPW.
I know that's not DPW, but snowmobiles and cars. Which is something about the budget.
Oh. So that was supposed to be handed out tonight. I was hoping to set a budget workshop for the 24th, like we did last year.
Oh, okay. Good, then that'll give you plenty of time to make little notes to help me read this.
That's exactly why I did it.
Okay.
March 24th or February?
I can I ask you one quick question?
Yes.
Where's the water rate increase?
So we kind of went, we went very little on that. I know there's an increase, but,
Very little. You went up $60. Didn't you? Shouldn't there be an increase showing there? Didn't we pass new water rates?
yes. You
Well,
were,
there's nothing showing here.
the water charges in,
It'd be on page 10.
that's where we are.
Okay, estimated revenues, water charges in.
Yep.
Well, of course, the columns don't follow, but 20, 21, 21, 22,
Yep.
you only show a $60 increase.
That is correct. We are not,
Why?
we're not bringing in the money that we normally do. I know it will be an increase, but, without the late fees and the penalties, this is kind of a conservative or, a conservative approach to it.
So you took down penalties and utilities, you dropped that. So where's the increase?
But we really didn't, and as of right now, we are at $397,000 in, or charges in, $383,656 in, so, with one more month, we're reading right now, so we're hoping to get some of those dollars, and, the rest will be a little bit of a bump to the fund, hopefully, as people pay. Yeah, so we've only hit 79% of last year's, water rates charges in at this time.
So you have another quarterly payment coming in this year?
We do, yep,
If they pay on
Okay, and
time.
you're at 390, you're at 397, you just said,
Three-
397.
sorry, 386.
It's only $4,000 short of what this number is here.
383,
So it's gonna
656,
383?
yes,
Okay, even at 383, that's only $18,000 short of what this number is I'm looking at. It's gonna be more than $18,000.
that is certainly the hope, normally it's,
The hope,
well, I mean, people aren't gonna pay the first week,
but they'll move that all back into this, won't they? The auditors? Don't the auditors move it all back over?
move it back over.
Normally, there's an auditor's
Yeah,
adjustment.
they'll take the whole
Well-
thing and move it back into this year.
Into, adjust back to this year.
Yes, because we actually was
Right.
reading this for this year.
Okay, yes,
So they're gonna put that all back over here. So it's gonna come out to, well, if it's at $400,000, it's gonna be quite a bit more. And now we've got an increase, which should make it quite a bit more. So to me, you did reduce the penalties, and I see that, and I understand that. I don't understand the water charges.
absolutely fair, and I will have all the handouts on June,
You'll
on the
look into that again, right?
yeah, 100%.
And Jenny, when they do the audit, don't they do, adjustments to the books at that time?
Yes, Darcy will have, usually it's like 10 or 15 pages of, line items that she has me adjust.
And that's moving things where they belong.
Correct, yes.
Yeah. Okay,
'Cause they use the
Just a
approved
question.
in that, don't they?
at least you know I looked at it.
They
Thank you
use-
for being prepared.
They use the accrued amount, not the actual.
I believe so.
Okay, now you can go on.
Are there any questions of Don on DPW?
What was the date for your budget?
Pardon?
What was the date for that budget meeting?
The 24th? We'll go over that later during public comment.
Any questions?
You didn't happen to send out a email like today or yesterday, did you?
No.
Okay.
Okay, are we on to the DPW report? No.
Good job on the rounds.
No, it's filthy. We're making up for lost time.
Don there.
Yes, Chris.
Don,
Yes.
you're not gonna let us put a farm in that Kimberly Oaks land, are you?
The plan is to go by, as Scott told you, the State Department of Agriculture will have a ruling on them, so.
Okay.
Whatever the state says,
Are you
that,
guys in favor of that?
we're taking the position that whatever the State Department of Agriculture will allow him to do, no more or no less. So,
Okay,
cause he really hasn't formally contacted the township in any way and informed them of anything that he's doing, it's all hearsay.
okay.
Other than talking to Scott
Well,
on
so
the.
remember, it started as a farm, so
Yeah.
I guess that was a Haney farm.
But Scott has found out a lot of information through the State Department of Ag, which there's a lot more restrictions than we first assumed there would be, so.
Okay,
But yeah, as of right now, he's not, other than talking to Scott about the clubhouse being a home, he really hasn't contacted the township in any way, shape, or form of formal plans, so. That's where we're at on
Okay.
that.
other than that, Don, you're doing a good job.
We're trying, Chris, thank you.
For us.
Any other questions? Let's move on to the, police department report.
Julie is at a training currently. I'm not sure if she called in. There is a call-in user that did not identify themselves. I'm not sure if that's her. We did have a police officer birthday today. It was Ethan Thompson's birthday. Our newest part-time police officer, he turned 27. He was born in 1994. And as Don wanted to let everybody know, our dump truck is from 1991. Ethan wasn't even born yet. So keep that in mind on the 24th, according to Don.
It's a experienced dump truck.
That's because you've never had birthdays for us, so we don't realize how old it is.
We're about ready to have a 30th anniversary party.
So would Ethan consider that?
That's okay,
an
Don. I'm
antique?
only 1 year older than the dump truck.
Dump truck's a lot younger than I am.
See, Don, you don't have to twist my arm. You just have to put it in terms that I understand.
Well, then, Don, you better work on getting some money in that part of the budget, I'm telling ya.
We're trying. We're working on it, Chris, how's that sound?
I should
You
have.
didn't do it too well this year, but I think I tried harder.
We're catching up.
So needless to say, that's considered an antique, right?
It's
Probably
past
according to Ethan
It's over
and Sarah's.
25 years old, so it's an
standard, yeah.
antique. It's over 25 years.
Kathy Suda will be in
So
our.
Kathy, you're saying,
What's that? I didn't hear what she said.
Suda will be in our parade.
pretty much called me an antique then too?
No, I'm saying it because you weren't born, well, you're just a year older, but as old as it is, I said Ethan probably thinks
Yeah,
that
so if it's an antique, then I'm an antique.
we're all antiques.
I mean, I'll actually
In one form
technically
or
be
another.
2 years older than I am on the 21st.
Sorry, Sarah.
Hey, life.
I was thinking-
Okay, enough is enough. Building inspector's report. Anybody have any questions on the items on the report? What, these commercial vehicles, what were they, trucks?
I believe they were tractor trailers. Scott?
Tractor trailers, yeah.
Yes, I'm having trouble hearing. What was the question?
The commercial vehicles, those were tractor trailers?
Yes, they're gone.
Does St. Charles, as far as you know, have an ordinance that says something to the effect of no commercial vehicles to be parked in a yard? Is that what it is?
That's what it was.
That's what it was. And we're
The
enforcing by
ordinance says
complaint?
no overnight parking of commercial vehicles.
No overnight parking of commercial vehicles, according to the ordinance.
And is that being enforced by complaint?
Complaint, or it's more so, just driving around.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm having
Can
trouble
I
hearing.
ask are there just certain days you can get building permits?
No, you can apply any day. I can't actually issue it until I have the check. But I do come in. I've been in a couple times the past few weeks to get them filled out, so people can get them. They're printable online. Download it, print it, fill it out, and just put it in the Dropbox. And I will call whoever submitted it with the cost for the permit fee.
Okay. I have a contractor doing some stuff.
I'm sorry.
I have a contractor doing some stuff and I just want to tell him how to get the permit.
Okay, if you want to have him call me, I can tell him what the cost is, based on what he's doing, and, that way when you submit the application, he'll have a check with it, we can get it issued right away.
Okay, what's your number?
It's 989-737-5671.
Okay, he's not supposed to start till mid-March.
Okay, yep, have him get a hold of me, I'll be happy to help out.
Okay, thanks.
Yep, you bet.
Are there any questions on the building permits, or the, building permits? Have they got permits yet to pull for the, apartment complex?
The apartment complex, Scott, I believe it was gonna be over $9,000, right?
Well, the apartment complex, just today, I entered 49 plumbing permits for that location. It's $8,700 approximately for the permit for that alone. And there's still electrical and mechanical permits going to be coming in.
Okay.
Good for them.
Yes. Good for us.
Yeah.
Any other questions? If not, we're to the public comment.
I'd like to set a budget discussion for February 24th, 2021, it's a Wednesday. Wondering if people are available and what time, if not, we can move that.
Fourth.
Yeah,
Wednesday?
so next Wednesday we have Parks at 5:30,
That day,
pardon?
I said that day works for me and I'm fine with any time.
Okay.
My only problem is, I'm having the other half of my COVID shot on the 23rd. I don't know how I'm gonna I mean,
Yeah, piece of cake.
well, that's what I'm hoping for.
And
You know, they just
Hart,
say,
this
hey,
is Diane, that was February 24th.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
It's fine with Chris.
What time?
Do you have a time preference?
No,
6:30?
No. Sure.
that's fine.
Okay.
Are we coming there?
We can do either or, whatever you're comfortable with. I can set up a WebEx for this, and if you're comfortable coming in, you're more than welcome, and if you're not, you can call in, we can go
Well,
through it.
I'm getting my second shot tomorrow, so I'll probably feel comfortable.
Okay.
I think it's easier. This is hard over the phone. You only catch about half of everything.
All right, the 24th at 6:30 in the village chambers.
Or on the phone. Yes, there's some people that want to be on the phone. That's okay too.
Yep, I will set that up and send it out, and whatever you're most comfortable with.
6:30,
6:30.
what, 30?
6:30.
6:30.
And that's all I have. Chris, I'm gonna call you after the meeting to go over some
Okay.
comments, questions, concerns.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
No, currently no public comment?
Yes.
Here, motion to adjourn,
Yeah.
support? Aye. Support by Mike,